Hello again, beloveds. So, Yah is so kind. Yah has once again showed me the manufactured spike and also gave me a number as to how high it will go. Now, before I get into this revelation, I must add that the very first dream that he gave me concerning the manufactured spike was on the 19th of July of this year. And now I find it to be very interesting that this, my second dream, was also given to me on the 19th of October. And personally, I take that as a confirmation, because what are the odds? Now first, I'll go ahead and relay the dream, and then at the end, I'll comment on it. Now, on the 19th of October, Yah gave me a dream where I was looking at the Bitcoin chart on my laptop as I usually do. And I was looking at Bitcoin's chart history on the daily or the weekly. And the reason why I say this is it had the exact same layout as the charts that I look at in reality. Whenever I'm looking at my Bitcoin charts in reality, it's either on the weekly or the daily. But more often than not, it's on the daily. So in this dream experience, I was looking at the Bitcoin price movement on this chart. Like I said, it's either on the daily or the weekly. Either one or the other. But beloveds, I'm telling you all the truth. I saw that Bitcoin appear to take off from somewhere near around where it is right now in this dream experience. And I saw a green candle. That is one singular candle. Took off going all the way up. And when I saw this candle, there were some others standing around me in the dream. And I started saying this to them excitingly. This is the manufactured spike. This is it. This is the manufactured spike. I said this to them more than once. And then I started to focus on this unprecedented green candle, the likes of which I've never seen before, and my eyes followed it all the way up. And to my absolute amazement and shock, I saw that Bitcoin went all the way up to $133,000. And that's in one singular candle, beloveds. Now, like I said before, this was not a yearly candle. And I don't believe it to be a monthly candle either. Because like I said, the layout in my dream perfectly mirrored the Bitcoin charts that I look at from time to time in reality. And those charts are either on the weekly or the daily. And most of the time, I'm looking at Bitcoin on the daily charts. And so if I were to guess, I would say that this was a daily candle that I was looking at. And I know that this may sound crazy, but that is what I saw. It was one singular candle that went all the way up to $133,000. And to be honest, beloveds, in this experience, I was caught off guard and was surprised because I wasn't expecting this. Because as I've mentioned to you guys recently, I was expecting another crash, another pullback before we have the manufactured spike. But now, because of this revelation that I just received, and it also felt so urgent, like it was just about to occur, I'm forced to reconsider what I had previously thought and what I was expecting. I was expecting another dip down to maybe 15K or maybe 10K before we have the manufactured spike. And this was just based off of logic and historical data. Because usually they would bring down the markets before the halving event. And so originally I thought that we were going to have the manufactured spike after the halving event. But beloveds, that's exactly what I saw. And in the dream I was emphasizing and telling these beloveds that were surrounding me that look, this is the manufactured spike. This is it. And likewise, I'm telling all who hear me, this rise that we've all seen with Bitcoin up until now is literally nothing. We haven't seen anything yet. We haven't seen the manufactured spike yet. Because previously I was considering whether or not that was the manufactured spike. But now Yah has made it clear. He has granted me clarification on this, which I'm very, very grateful for. Because I've been constantly asking him to show me, whatever he thinks that I should know, even concerning the markets, so that we may all be the wiser. Now, in my first experience, I only saw it rising up very high and very quickly, very steeply, but I had no idea how high it was going. And so now the Lord has graciously shown me so that we may all know that this manufactured spike will go up to at least $133,000. Now, also I have to mention that in the dream, as you all can imagine, this Bitcoin flash spike had also pulled up the rest of the cryptocurrency markets with it. but it didn't pull them up as high as I expected them to go. But it pulled them up nonetheless. Now, this information is very significant because we know what comes after the manufactured spike. As the Lord has shown me many times now, Bitcoin will crash to zero. And this manufactured spike, this steep inclination that is coming, is the ultimate sign of the flash crash to zero. And so knowing this beforehand should allow us all to take advantage. Now, immediately after I had received this revelation, I went and did some research as to try to find out what in the world could cause such a price action with Bitcoin, especially before the halving event. Because my original thoughts, as I've mentioned before, was that the manufactured spike would take place as a result of the halving and would occur after the halving. But in this dream experience, it felt very, very near, as if it could take place well before the halving. And so that caused me to reconsider and to do some research. Now, I found out that the recent price movement on Bitcoin has to do with the news of Bitcoin's ETFs being approved. And at this point, no one really knows if they'll be approved or not. But regardless, the markets are reacting to the rumor. Now, the deadline for these Bitcoin ETF approvals comes somewhere around early January. And if that is the case, then there's a possibility that by now and then, these ETFs may get approved and may very well be the driving factor behind this unusual Bitcoin price movement that I saw in my dream. But I must say that I honestly don't know what will cause it. I'm merely speculating here. And to be honest, it doesn't even matter what will cause it. Only that it will happen. And beloveds, I'm telling you all the truth, it will happen. Because I didn't show this to myself. Yah showed this to me. Even as he did in the very first dream. Because this is knowledge that I didn't have for myself. Now, beloveds, I must leave you all with this. I'm not a financial advisor, so you guys do with this information what you will. Take it to the Lord in prayer. And position yourselves to take advantage. Please, remember, set your buy and sell limit orders. For we all prophesy in part. And none of us has the whole picture. But to each of us is given a piece of the puzzle. Now, this is for some of my beloved brothers and sisters, even some of my subscribers who do not really understand that there is an actual wealth transfer that Yah has prepared. Beloveds, I testify and I confirm, and I'm telling you the truth. Yah has been busy preparing a wealth transfer for some of his beloveds. Yes, this is the truth. And I know this because I'm a living witness of this. Yah has been busy preparing some end-time Josephs. And just last month, he has told me blatantly, that is crystal clear, that I'm to be one of these end-time Josephs. He has even been giving me specific instructions as to what to buy with this money. And also even the amount of money that I'll receive in this wealth transfer. So, beloveds, please understand that these messages that I've shared about the wealth transfer are not messages from the flesh. Most certainly not. Because the wealth transfer will be as a result of the outpouring of Yah's Spirit, the latter rain. Now, this is all I'm going to share with you all for now. May Yah bless you all, beloveds, from a brother in Christ. Shalom, shalom.